Think international tourism to the US is down? For most countries, it is. But there's one big exception: Mexico. Despite new restrictions, higher visa costs, and even proposals to check social media history going back 5 years, Mexican visitors are actually increasing. They're still flocking across the border to visit family, catch a game, enjoy amusement parks, and especially for that holiday shopping in states like Texas and California. This isn't just a trickle, it's a massive economic lifeline. Mexican travelers inject an average of $1,500 per trip, making them vital for U.S. border cities. Experts highlight that no matter the politics, the deep personal and economic connections between people remain incredibly strong. What's your take? Subscribe for more updates. If you'd like, you can support us on. The U.S. military just confirmed deadly strikes in the Eastern Pacific, killing 8 people on 3 boats accused of drug smuggling. They claim to be targeting terrorist organizations to stop drug trafficking, even showing a video of a boat exploding. President Trump defends these as a necessary armed conflict against cartels. But U.S. lawmakers are intensely scrutinizing this campaign. Since September, these strikes have reportedly killed at least 95 people, including survivors. Critics are demanding more transparency, especially with no public evidence yet for the alleged drug trafficking in these latest incidents. What's your take on these escalating military actions? If you'd like, you can support us on PayPal. Subscribe for more. Ukraine's President Zelensky just made a powerful statement about Donbas. He firmly declared that Ukraine will never recognize Donbas as Russian territory, neither officially nor practically. This comes as the U.S. proposes a free economic zone for the region. However, Zelensky insists that any such zone cannot mean it falls under Russian control. He rejected previous U.S. peace plan suggestions for Ukraine to withdraw from Donbas, affirming that a ceasefire is possible without giving up land. While a referendum on territories isn't currently planned, Ukraine is ready for elections once a ceasefire is in place. What's your take? Subscribe for more updates. If you'd like, you can support us on. A massive Russian military buildup right on NATO's border is raising serious alarms. A German security expert warns that up to 360,000 Russian troops are now in Belarus. That's 2 combat-ready army corps, deeply concerning for Baltic states and other neighbors. This expert emphasizes that these aren't just troops for Ukraine. Putin is training hundreds of thousands for other purposes. The years 2026 and 2027 are being called critical for regional security, requiring the West to be realistic and prepared. What's your take on this major development? Subscribe for more updates. If you'd like, you can support us on